Word. So this is you know, not your typical interview.
Yo, this spot is dope, man. Mass Apparel. For real. This spot is dope, man. We out here in Austin, Massachusetts.
And I hope y'all know who this guy is. CT's.
Sikai the sick one. Sikai. We out here in Mass. We gonna get things going tonight, man. We got a show tonight. Middle East. I'm excited about it.
It's dope, man.
It's my first time performing there, so.
Yeah, you enjoy it. This is like the #1 spot in Boston for hip hop, so you should have.
That's what they're telling me. Hey, I heard about Mr. Lift. Does he have an album called Live at the Middle East or something like that?
Oh yeah, I mean I know who he is. I'm not sure
He's
about
from
that.
Boston,
Yeah,
right?
he's an OG.
So when I heard about that, I was like, oh, this spot is a legendary spot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
everyone goes to there.
A lot of people perform there. So I'm excited about it, man. I want to keep coming to Mass, man. I want to keep, because the fans are out here. Like I said, you guys have a respect for the music, man. It's a difference, like with Connecticut. I love where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? But it's not as embraced as out here. You definitely feel it. There's a sense of pride in what you guys are doing and what you guys allow, to come into your city or your state. You know what I'm saying? So I love coming out with Mass, man.
Right, keep coming out here.
You know what I'm saying?
So I mean, you touched on, you're from CT, man. What's kind of like your background? How'd you get into music and kind of where you're at in this point in your career?
I mean, growing up, man, I was always digging music, man. For like the oldie stuff, man. I was big on Earth, Wind & Fire. I sound like I'm like 40, 50 years old right now, but it's because my mom used to play that stuff. And literally, man, like I thought it was so dope. I knew that from that moment I wanted to be involved, man. And as soon as I learned how to write, I would like sneak away and just start writing. It was bullshit rhymes, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's how it always starts.
Cat, hat, rat, fat. Like, it was no sentence structure, no nothing. It was just, I was learning how to rhyme words, you know what I'm saying? But it was an experience, man. Just trying to get the experience to eventually one day become a great artist, man. Like I seen, I used to watch Michael Jackson, and I didn't know which way I was gonna go with it, man. Originally, I thought I was a singer. I thought I was, man, until I realized that I wasn't a singer, and then I started doing rap. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty logical, right?
Yeah, man. I used my logic, and I realized I wasn't. But the main thing, man, growing up, seeing cats like Nas doing this thing, I was a big Mace fan, man. Mace is the man. You know Mace is the man.
He's confused right now.
He's always Mace now, not Mace. Yeah. Mace then. He was the man, man. He had everything going for himself, so I was a huge Mace fan. I mean, I always talk about it. That's like on my come up, I always gotta mention Mace because that was a big part of like the first music that I was making. I was trying to do like the flashy, the glamorous lifestyle. That's what Diddy and Mace, they were about that. And then all of a sudden, I heard Nas. After Mace retired, I heard Nas. I went back and bought his whole catalog. I heard I Am first. That's the first Nas thing I heard, and I was like, yo, this is gonna be dope. And that's when I realized, like, okay, like we don't have to glorify that. We can talk about some real shit. Let's get into some real shit. So I try to put my life into the music as much as possible. Well, you know that, man.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, that brings us to a whole Painkillers series. For those people that are not familiar with you, that's kind of like your brand. You got the little chain on.
Yeah, man.
What's the whole story behind it? Because you got a little unique story. See the diamonds, right?
Remember the old videos? Yeah, the big chain. Nah, the whole story behind it, man. I got into a car accident, a real bad car accident, man. It started me up on the painkillers, man. I was on, the perks, taking Vicodin and everything just to ease that pain. Eventually, I got addicted to it, and then that addiction process, man. Like, I experienced a whole new wave of feelings, and my relationships with people changed. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I cared about was like these drugs. So basically, I became an addict, and I stopped doing music for like a year, man. At that time we had a lot of momentum going. I stopped doing music for a year, and that hurt. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, only thing I cared about was just chasing that high. So finally coming down from that, man, getting help, the help that I needed, and going back into the studio, man. I recorded Painkiller 1500 milligrams, which that's like my favorite project.
Yeah, that's the joint that I think I first discovered you.
Yeah, man, that joint was it was alright, you know, just that whole process, and I tried to just capture everything that I was feeling at the time, and I think I did well on it. So coming into that, how the fans received it, you know, it just let me know that the world, this is not just a problem that I had, you know what I'm saying, that maybe somebody that I know had, everybody's experiencing this type of thing. It's a big deal, you know what I mean? So with that said, I knew that the Painkiller brand could reach out to the people, not for the negative, but for the positive, you know what I'm saying? We can talk about our experiences, kind of put it out there. We can talk about the negative stuff, but you know, this is the music that I do is a real painkiller, you know? Because I thought I couldn't make music anymore. I'm like, I can't do it unless I'm high. Like, you made music before you died. Like, what's the difference, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it goes, yo. It controls your mind so much. You think that, you know what I'm saying, you just think that you need it, you know what I'm saying, to do anything. So, pretty much got back on my feet, started recording, and it's kind of like I just wanted to touch people with the music and let them know painkilling is anything that you do that's like the positive to fight the pain, you know what I'm saying, the natural pain in life. So
it's a good way to look at it,
you know, because I don't want to be like kids, you know, go home and take Percocet.
Nah,
like, we don't did that. We don't promote that, you know what I'm saying? I walk around with this chain, but I don't promote I don't promote that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? No, but people get it mixed up because they think, all right, painkilling. So, like, you have fans online and they'll send me pictures and they're like, I'm a painkilling guy, and they got like a bunch of prescription drugs. I'm like, no,
that's not what we're about.
No, I need my fans alive, so you can come to the concert, come to the show, and we can rock out together, man. Do the painkilling thing, man.
So that brings us to your latest project, Summertime Sick.
Yeah.
And just tell us about that. I like that project a lot. I feel like it definitely, you know, you can see your growth from the previous projects.
Yeah, man. Summertime Sick. It was a dope project. I enjoyed working on that one as well, man. When I say 1500 is my favorite, it's just because it was me coming back from all of that that I went through. But actually going into Summertime Sick, man, it felt good. Right? It felt like you know, it felt like I was restoring something that was missing at the time in the game. And that's why when I came in, the first line on the Rasheed Wallace track was, "It don't sound like this
intro,
no more."
right?
Yeah, I said it don't sound like this no more, because it's true, man. Like a lot of the stuff that's out, man, it just doesn't give you that feeling, you know. A lot of it, like now, is like the music feels like it's good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like I listen to the radio and it's like it's cool, but it doesn't give you that longevity feeling, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta have some meaning to it.
Yeah, man. Like I like listening to people and I'm like, yo, you can tell that this guy's gonna be around for a long time, you know. Like you listen to certain artists and it's like now it's to the point where you got guys that have like these one hit, and you don't even bother to research who it is because you know that it's just gonna be somebody that's
comes and goes,
coming and going.
What's that off of Drake's song, Drake and Jay-Z? That little sample they got.
Oh, only real music's gonna last. Pound cake.
Yeah, of course.
Only real music's gonna last, and that's true. You know what I'm saying? And I don't knock anyone that's doing music that become successful, because I know how hard it is in this industry to actually get on, man. It's to find your fan base and get cats to rock with you. That's a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like now I'm starting to reach my fans a little bit better, and hopefully, man, we just keep growing. I'm working on the next project right now, as we speak. As I'm eating these Pop-Tarts right now, the project.
Yeah, if you didn't know, this is sponsored by Pop-Tarts. But
give me a check. Somebody give me a check, man.
So the next project, man, do we got a title? Can we get any features? Can we get some details about it?
No.
Nah? All right, we're good.
Nah, I'm playing. Hey, listen, we got Painkilling Dopeness Continues. That's
so you just keep the series going, huh?
Yeah, we're going to keep it going. I got 2 more coming. I know we're going to start off with Painkilling Dopeness Continues. I'm just going to plug that. As far as features, I don't know yet. I don't know.
Because you worked with some big artists, French Montana, Joe Button.
Yeah.
Few
my favorite.
Rich Hill.
My favorite, personally, I like the track that I have with XV. the Fallen Star record that I did on 1500. But you know, I like working with my man Dub, another Connecticut artist, Dublin, man.
I'll have to check him out.
Dope cat, man. But yeah, all of those guys. I took something away from every one of those experiences working with those guys, man. They all like just dropped knowledge on me and kind of let me know, like, you know, the ways, how they felt like the industry was working. And I just kind of take everything from what they have to say and kind of bring it into my own, you know. Obviously, I want to do things my own way. But I'm always open to ideas, man. I don't want to shut anybody out. Like, you know, a lot of people come to me, they're like, yo, I think you should do this with your music. I think you should do it, drop it low, shake it to the flow, bounce, bounce, wobble, wobble, make it move slow kind of record. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. I don't have to do this shit, but and I won't. I won't do this shit. But, you know, it's fun just to have people have opinions about what you're doing.
Yeah, because they have an opinion, they gotta respect what you're doing.
That means that somebody.
Otherwise, they don't care.
Yeah, somebody's listening, you know. So, I had somebody come up to me, and they said, "Are you a part of the Illuminati?" I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, one of your songs said Illuminati noise." I'm like, "You're not listening to the music. Get out of my face." That song had nothing to do with that. You know, it was just a title, but. You know what I'm saying? No, I didn't disrespect it like that. But I was just like, you can tell the fans that are listening and the ones that aren't, man. But, you know, we kind of create these records, man, and just to have people involved and wanting to have us perform, come to the show, and that's where. Yo, I get a lot of fan mail from people like out in crazy places, man. Like, and they'll just be like, yo, your music helped me so much, or it's helping me get through a rough time. And that's what you do it for. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, it's fun. You go out, you do shows. Sometimes it's hard, you know, especially like if you're shooting videos, it's a fun thing. But that process is also very hard. People don't get to see a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. So we do have fun with this, but the thing that matters the most, man, it's not like, you know, the girls or whatever. It's like when you're reaching people, the same way that I grew up listening to certain artists that I related to, and then listening to them, I'd be like, you know, I had a song for how I felt. You know, every day I come home, if I felt a certain way, I can put on a certain record, and I know that would make me feel better. Hey, shout out to my boy Lindsey Gamble, man. It was a hell of an interview, man. Shout out to Mass Apparel, Mass APRL on the Twitter. Make sure you follow that. Mass APRL on Instagram. Make sure you follow that. And I am Sikai, man. Shout out to Massachusetts, man. Being here. CT.